How does the stomach bacterium H. pylori protect the stomach wall from its acid if it goes in excess, and how it protects the gut and the human body from absence of the acid during absence of food? The natural physiologic behavior of the stomach bacterium H. pylori supports and maintains the functions of various body organs, even the desire and the performance in ultimate relations between men and women. H. pylori spreads lying over the gastric mucosa, not embedded within its folds, and always surrounded with ammonia, which it produces via splitting organic urea from gastric contents due to the effect of its urease enzyme. The juxta-mucosal ammonia of H. pylori induces a shear stress effect, causing endothelial-derived nitric oxide liberation from microcapillaries, an effect simulating cupping suction on the skin. Nitric oxide here constitutes a natural Viagra that could be employed by the body according to its needs. The gastric mucosal nitric oxide excites the gastric mucosa to secrete its very thick viscid mucus layer that protects the gastric wall from its strong acid. And it is thick viscid layer as the existence of H. pylori in the stomach is extensive. Any acid gets buffered upon penetrating this mucus layer to become neutral like water upon reaching the mucosa. Hence, H. pylori is living in a romantic atmosphere according to the nature it is created for. This cuts the way for those who wonder a bacterium surviving among the strong gastric acid, claiming that it should be pathologic, accusing it for gastric ulcer and cancer. It should be attacked and eradicated. See how science is full and misleading. Still, H. pylori is relaxing over its wealthy furniture in a romantic atmosphere according to its concept under the protective mucus layer made by the effect of its ammonia, and still surrounded with a buffer layer of ammonia just in case any acidity approaches. Like in case of full stomach, with thinning of its wall, together with thinning of the mucus layer, similar to a full balloon, or in case of increased acidity for any reason. As such, H. pylori protects the stomach wall from its acid if it goes in excess. Then, what this bacterium eats and how it eats? It eats pyruvate, a glucose breakdown product to gain energy. And it also eats organic urea to produce its acid protective shield of ammonia. Then, how and when it eats? It eats from remnants of gastric lumen after travel of the meal and the acid going down to residual. It takes a bite of food in a blink, protected with ammonia, a behavior like a person under a heavy rain, waiting until it's just a few drops, then jumping in a moment wearing a jacket inside his car. H. pylori leaves behind, as such, traces of ammonia in the gastric lumen, exciting acid secretion once more in order to buffer it and to protect the human body from millions of bacteria invading the gut with food and fluids. The gastric acid is the main defensive barrier in the gut. This amazing balance between the gastric acid and ammonia of H. pylori remains constant over the clock, day and night, and across the life. That's how H. pylori protects the stomach wall from its acid if it goes in excess, and protects the gut and the human body from absence of the acid during absence of food. Look at the miracle of creation of this simple bacterium while they are still calling it a bug. As for its benefit in protecting the desire and performance during ultimate situations between a man and a woman, it would be a separate future conversation. However, a scientific reference is attached. For the next conversation then, with rules of therapy in prophetic repetition and how gastric H. pylori protects from gastric acid reflux even if the person is lying or asleep, and of course during passage of food into the stomach.